Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome back to another Stock Kings YouTube video. And today we'll be going over HUMBL Inc., ticker symbol TSNPD. Now this will not be the ticker symbol forever. They will be changing to HUMBL from TSNPD. So be aware of that in the future. There will be a ticker symbol change. And for those of you who do not know of HUMBL Inc., they are basically the international version of PayPal. They're operating in a lot more international markets, and they are not quite yet available in the United States. We'll be touching a little bit on that later. But what they also have, and was probably their biggest, selling point for this company, is their Block ETX as a part of their financial services, which is basically a beta for blockchain ETF. Now, this is just the beta version for now. However, if they are successful in doing the blockchain ETF, this will be the first ever billion-dollar blockchain commodity ETF, guys. So that is kind of like the big thing that HUMBL has going for it and why so many people are bullish on this stock. And we have some pretty recent news here, some pretty relevant news affecting HUMBL Inc. as they have just announced a merger with Aria Group, which is in Chile, which will now give them access to Chilean markets. And that resulted in about almost a 6% increase in the stock price as of Friday yesterday. On March 19th. So we'll be going over how that's going to affect this stock moving forward. And we'll also be going over some technical analysis and some price targets for you guys so you guys can get some entries and exits on this stock and make some money. But before we get into any of that, if you guys like this content, please drop a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications so you know whenever we have new videos. And I really do appreciate the support on this channel, guys. Thank you guys so much for that. And I also have my Instagram link down below where I post new details about this channel daily. So if you want to keep up with this channel a little bit more, please go follow that as well. But getting into this daily chart here on HUMBL Inc., we have a pretty consolidation area here, pretty low price point in the $50, $70 or 70-cent range. And we have a pretty significant run up. I mean, it's pretty rapid. You just see huge bullish green candles, all the way up into the $7 range. And now we have a pretty significant rundown, kind of following the market in the past and kind of that rundown as well. And now it seems like we're consolidating and we are kind of bouncing off of this 50 EMA right here. We'll be looking to kind of continue this up as well. We are trading both above the 200 EMA and the 50 EMA, and we're right about in the middle area for the RSI indicator as well. So we'll be looking to kind of continue and follow this 50 EMA upward as well. But let's get into this news here. We have HUMBL Inc. announcing Aria. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing this name right. If I am not, please let me know in the comments. But I will go with what I think it is for now. Aria Group Ventures investment and partnership for exclusive Chile country rights. So HUMBL and Aria Ventures, a Chilean multifamily office, announced today the signing of a securities purchase agreement, the purchase agreement, for the purchase by Aria Group of HUMBL common stock and the country rights to Chile for a purchase price up to 7.5 million US dollars. Pursuant to the terms of the purchase agreement, Aria Group, through an affiliate, agreed to purchase 437,500 shares of HUMBL common stock for 1 million US dollars. The company for these shares is due on or before March 30th, 2021, so that is kind of a key date. In addition, Aria Group is also receiving the right to purchase 1.5 million additional shares of HUMBL common stock and 35% equity interest in a Chilean subsidiary. HUMBL intends to conduct its operations in Chile for $6.5 million. Aria Group's purchase rights expire on December 31st, 2021. So basically, through this kind of merger and sale of these common shares, HUMBL is now getting the right to operate in Chile, getting another market for them. And Chile is not a small market. There is a population of about 20 million people in Chile. So by no means is this a small market, and this gives HUMBL just another market for them to raise new revenues. Uh, the agreement provides that if ARIA Group exercises its rights to purchase the subsidiary interest, it will receive 35% of the profits from operations of the HUMBL family of products in Chile, including the HUMBL mobile division, HUMBL Hubs, HUMBL Marketplace, and HUMBL Financial, which is where the block ETX is located, the HUMBL Financial. In addition, ARIA Group also received a right of first refusal with respect to regional or country rights sales in Latin America. Now, obviously, we don't like to see that HUMBL will have to be giving away 35% of its profits for the operations in Chile. However, they had to get access into this new market. So giving up 35%, in the short term to get into such a market as Chile, where they do have, 20 million people, is a kind of you'll be willing to give that up in the short term to get those extra revenues for your company, and hopefully they can allocate that to finishing that blockchain ETF. We also have here HUMBL and ARIA Group are already underway on HUMBL Latin America business development discussions in key verticals such as banking, merchant, and financial services, real estate, hospitality, tourism, sports, festivals, entertainment, and ticketing services in the region. Now, one thing I wanted to point out with this merger is the big thing that ARIA Group will be giving HUMBL is like access to these like banking, merchants, real estate. Going into a new international market is always very tough because you do not know the culture, you do not know, the areas where you should set up your business. To whereas if you have a good partner in that country, such as ARIA Group, this will make the transition much, much easier. So let's get some words from the CEO of ARIA. He says, at ARIA Group Ventures, our mission is to find, invest, import, and work together as a partner with disruptive global companies at the forefront of innovation, and HUMBL perfectly represents this vision. Now, if you guys are Kathy Wood's bulls, as you can see, disruptive is a very, very key term here. And he also says, we are strongly confident in how this top-tier HUMBL team and technologies will revolutionize multiple industries in Latin America and the world, says Juan Pablo Morales, CEO and director of ARIA. So that is very important. He is very bullish on the company of HUMBL and believes they are disruptive for a global company. Let's get back into some charts here. Let's take a look at their technical analysis and set some support and resistance lines. We're here on a naked chart for HUMBL. I like this area as kind of a support here, basically coming right off of where it rejected off the 50 EMA on the daily. We have here about 277. So that is our first area of support. And I also would like to see it come up to a resistance of about right here at 3.419 as an area of resistance. Oh, excuse me, guys. Here as a resistance at 3.41. So that will be our looking to come up into this next week to test this resistance. And if we do get a break of this daily resistance, that would be your area of entry. Or if we do come below the 50 EMA to test this support, get a rejection off of the support, that would be your entry as well, where you would be taking your first partial profits here at the 3.44.1 would be your first partial profit. Now, looking ahead of this, there is a lot of choppy areas here on the daily chart. However, I do like this area of resistance as well. You can see we have this wick up into this area. This candle here almost uses it as a support, as well as this candle rejecting off of the resistance as well. So I do like 459 as our next daily resistance. There is a lot of area in this kind of range here. However, we will be taking a closer look on the 30-minute where we will be able to plot some more resistance lines in this area. And I also like this area here as another area of resistance at the 584. And then we can plot our final area of resistance at the very top of this here at around 720 or 712 is our final area of resistance on the daily chart. But let's take a little closer look here on the 30-minute. As you can see here, we're trading below the 200 EMA, which will probably come down to our daily resistance here. So we'll be looking at that. And I would also like to plot another area of support around here and the 50 EMA. You can see it comes here and rejects off of here as a support in past price action. So we'll be looking for it to come down to here and reject off this area of support. You can see there's very clean resistance right around here. So this will be probably a good area of resistance to note as well. And I would also like to point out that we have a couple candles here coming up into this area and rejecting as well. So let's kind of plot this out, kind of show you guys what I'm thinking of in my head. I expect this to come down to retest the support here, where we can then take it up to our first price target around the 200 EMA at 3.41. We will then have stops just below this area of support as well, taking it out completely if we do get any closes below this support line, because that will show us bearish bearish kind of sentiment. After we do get a break above our first price target, we will be taking a portion of our position out, reduce our risk. We will then be taking it to our next price target at 367. Price will then be here. We will then be moving our stop loss to the next level of support just below it, just in case price does come back down. We do not want it to come back down and take us out at a negative. So be aware of that. Continuously trail your stop loss. We will then be taking it to the next price target here at around 399. Price will be here. And again, continue to trail your stop loss and take partial profits as you hit these resistance zones. Take out some of your position, take some money out, and reduce the amount of money you are risking. But I think that is all the value that I had for you guys today here on HUMBL Inc., ticker symbol TSNPD. If you enjoyed this video, please drop a like, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications so you know whenever we come out with new videos. And I also have my Instagram linked down below as well. But as always, guys, I hope you have an incredible afternoon. Get some gains next week. I really hope you guys get your money up and you guys are listening to my instructions on this channel. I promise you it will work. But I will see you in the next one. Peace.